Okay, so welcome to Tamburi Monday, another Monday together with some guests, some beautiful friends and some musicians. And so we start at 8 o'clock, usually 8 o'clock in Freiburg time, in German time, in Central European time. So everywhere where you are, I have no idea where you are watching our channel. So welcome, good evening, good morning, or good night. And so I'm very happy that we are together again. So maybe one thing I would like to say already now. So next week we have Eastern in Germany. So this is an important holiday. So for this reason, next week we will have no Tamburi Monday, but afterwards we will continue. Okay, so don't forget, next week we will we will search some eggs. This is the German tradition, searching eggs, but you can search frame drums or whatever, or you can practice the compositions or the KONNAKOL exercises of Francesco. You will listen to him. So I will start immediately with my composition. To continue, you remember, so everyone who has a frame drum at home, if you have no frame drum, you can practice at home in the air also sometimes, or you can use your body. By the way, if you have something you can, like a cushion, you can put it inside of the drum, so also that the sound is not so loud. It depends on your neighbors also, or you just watch, and this stream will be on our YouTube channel, so you can also watch the film or watch the exercises tomorrow and continue with the exercises. So just first I start with the beginning again. That was 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. Do me di do me di do me di do me di dum. 1 2 3 4. Hey, you remember, right? So we had these 4 phrases. And once more, you can play with me along. 1 2 3 4. 2 3. Hey, okay. Again. 1 2 3 4. So that is the beginning, right? To start the piece. Okay. Then, so this is the important phrase, right? Okay, so you remember, this is our phrase that comes always in between the variations. So you remember the first variation, I just played again. Tak dum dum, tak dum dum, pa pa, tak dum dum, tak dum dum, pa pa. So the variation is, right? And pa pa. So the whole phrase would be 1 2 3 4. Maybe I can change the drum, okay? because I think that this drum has a lot of bass. So as we changed the microphone, we had to, yeah, maybe that's better. Okay. Yes, we had already the microphone audio installations, and we had to change the mic, and probably the drum is has too much bass. Okay, so tak dum dum pa pa. Right. Okay. So I show you the variations of these variations. You remember, instead of tak dum dum tak, we use the snap, right? Or we use a double snap. As I said, it depends on your level, on your technique. So we do the phrase again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double snap and taka-dum dum, taka-dum dum, pa pa. Again, single ta-dum dum, ta-dum dum, pa pa. Double snap and taka-dum dum, taka-dum dum, pa pa. Single snap, dum dum, ta-dum dum, pa pa. Double snap. By the way, if you are able to use your feet, right? So I also told you last time you can use the feet, the pulsation. So on the right and left foot, I have some small percussion, right and left and right and left. So another variation with this figure was the snapping with 4 fingers. Instead of taka-dum dum, taka-dum dum, we make taka-taka-dum dum, taka-taka-dum dum, pa pa, right? So a kind of snap roll. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of the snap roll, you can use the split hand figure tirikita. Yes. Also, this I showed you last time. Tirikita dum. So if it's too fast for you, you can make either single split hand or perikita dum dum, perikita dum dum pa pa. Okay, just so any questions? No. Okay, so and the whole phrase is perikita dum dum, perikita dum dum, pa pa. Perikita dum dum, perikita dum dum, pa pa. Instead of pa pa, you can change the color. You can make snap snap, right? That means tirikita dum dum, tirikita dum dum, snap snap. Tirikita dum dum, tirikita dum dum, snap snap. Tirikita dum dum, tirikita dum dum, snap snap. Snap snap. Right. So your own level, technically change the sounds as you can try out what is possible in this tempo, right? And one more thing was, instead of pa pa at the ending, pa pa, you make papaki papaki papa, papaki papaki paka, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Instead of pa pa, we make tak dum dum tak dum dum. Right, you remember? So you can use this exercise. And this is papaki papaki pakadum and da. Papaki papaki pakadum and da da dum and from the beginning. Tak dum dum tak dum dum pa 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 dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Tak dum dum tak dum dum papaki papaki paki dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Tak dum dum tak dum dum papaki papaki paki dum di dum di dum. 1 2 3 1 2 3 tak dum dum tak dum dum papaki papaki paki dum. Tak dum dum tak dum dum. Tak dum dum tak dum dum pa 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 dum. Snap dum dum snap dum dum pa 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 dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Snap snap dum dum pa 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 dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Snap dum dum snap dum dum pa 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 dum di. Now we do double snap and taka dum dum taka dum dum pa 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 dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Taka dum dum taka dum dum pa pa pa. Taka dum dum taka dum dum. Now we do 4 snaps and taka dum dum taka dimi dum dum papaki papaki paki dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Papaki papaki paki dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Nakadami dum dum nakadimi dum dum. Now we do split hand and tirikita dum dum tirikita dum dum papaki papaki paki dum di dum di dum dum di dum di dum. Tirikita tirikita dum. Okay, right. So I think you understand more or less the idea of the piece, right? So you can really choose technically the difficult moments you can pull out and say, okay, you practice, for example, this combination, right? We can separate this from the whole phrase and use it like an exercise. Papaki papaki dum, papaki papaki dum. papaki papaki pakadum, and papaki papaki pakadum. Papaki papaki pakadum dum da. 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 Okay, right. So, and we will continue with the composition, right? Because we have many more meetings. So every meeting, the composition will grow a little bit, and I will repeat it every time and show you additional exercises within these phrases, right? So that the composition is not only a composition to play from beginning till the end. No, it can really help you also to work on it, to practice small figures or technical stuff, or also timing wise. So the next phrase is tak 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 tak, dum 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 dum, beat 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 beat, up beat up beat up beat up beat beat. Right. So it's a quite simple rhythmical phrase. It's 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, taka taka dum. Right. So tak 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 tak, it's dum 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 dum, ta 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 ta, 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 dum 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 dum, ta. So the phrase would be together with our basic groove. 1 2 3 4. Tak 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 tak, it's dum 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 dum. Tak 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 tak, dum 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 dum. Tak 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 tak, dum 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 dum. Tak 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 tak, it's dum 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 dum. Tak 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 tak, it's dum 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 dum. It's dum 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 dum. Tak 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 tak, it's dum 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 dum. Ta 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 ta, dum 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 dum. Yes, one small variation of this variation. Instead of tak 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 tak, we make taka 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 taka. Right? It's very simple. So we can do 2 snaps, and so you can practice also the snappings. Instead of tak 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 tak, we make taka 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 taka. Dum 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 dum, taka 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 taka. It's dum dum dum. Taka 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 taka. It's dum dum dum. That's all you can do with 2 fingers in the left hand. It depends when you want to practice the left fingers. So I will just make a last time for you with our original groove. 1 2 3 4. I said, you can use the material, you can practice at home, use the video, watch it again, and we will continue the next meeting. Thank you. And now I would like to continue our program with April. I hope she's here. We will just check out.
Hello.
Hi, April.
Hey, how are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, yes.
I cannot hear you.
Oh, really?
I just checked my microphones. I think I have to change. Hello?
Everything seems to be on. Okay, good.
Perfect. I had to switch my loudspeaker because we had some problems at the beginning.
Oh, no
Wow,
problem.
great.
Nice
Nice
to
to see
see
you.
you. Nice to see you as well.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Nice,
Uh,
nice. And you are in New York, right?
yeah, New Jersey, but it's the same.
It's the same. Right, right. By the
Close,
way, I
close.
like New Jersey even more.
Oh, you know New Jersey, yeah. I like it more too.
Yes,
Yes.
great. And this is your you're at home or you're in your studio?
I'm in my studio, yeah, I have my instruments here and yeah, I have all my drums and ouds and different things. So
Ah,
yeah, I have
great,
my
great.
ready, all the stuff.
Ah, yeah. And would you like to play something for us before we start talking, or
Sure, yeah. I would love to. Are we live now?
we are live already? Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, hi everyone.
Hi,
Now I
hi.
understand. Hi. Sure. Well, yeah, I'll play a little bit to get in the mood.
Yeah. Ah, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think many of our guests here are surprised to start your program with the oud.
Yeah, it's related and it's the melodic instrument in so much of the region of where we hear frame drum, and I believe so much in the context of rhythm and how it dances and plays with melody.
Yeah. So you are very close to Arabic music, I have the feeling, right?
That's correct. Yes, that's correct.
Ah,
I love classical Turkish music too. I mean, they're very close in certain ways in the genres.
yeah,
Yeah, so I I am very very close to that culture in that part of the world. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. You know, we are in Europe now, and you are in the States. There is, of course, we play the same instrument, the same music, but there is another scene here, you know, musical scene.
Mhm.
And so I'm very curious, and I was surprised once I went to New Jersey also. and there were many percussionists from the States, also frame drummers, and I was surprised how many percussionists and with a high level. I was really surprised. High technical, musical knowledge also, and for sure, for us, it's always the frame drum and USA or the States are connected with Glen Velez. So this is
Mm-hmm.
our idea, you know. So I don't know why, how you came to frame drum. Was it with Glenn Velez because he lives also in New Jersey, or did you have another totally own way to find the frame drumming?
Well, I really discovered it in two ways. I discovered it through Jamie Haddad, who is a well-known, I mean, student you could say of Glenn Velez, but Jamie is such an incredible, accomplished drummer, musician, and I grew up playing drum set, like Jamie and like Matt Kilmer and you know a lot of the people that follow the Jamie school. So I loved his approach to frame drums, ocean drum. I felt it so groovy, and it made sense to me. It felt like it was made for music, you know, versus just you play it by yourself or you play it only in a context of other percussion, right?
Yeah,
And the other way I was really brought into it was really more the uh, in traditional music and shamanic music and very old spiritual in the spiritual practices all over the world. Just this sense of it just really called to me the power and the healing of it and the playing it this way and how women played it in the ancient times, like you know more of this style and that movement and that dimension that exists with that is absolutely incredible to me.
yeah. So you are also, you still play drum set, of course, right?
Yeah, yeah, I have over here if you can see, oh, it's a little dark.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, I do that's one of you know one of the different things that I do.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
depending on how I'm needed, and more recently, I fuse everything together. So you know, I might be playing a frame drum, or maybe like darbuka and playing like hi hat with the left foot, and then the kick drum with the right. So things like that. More and more people ask me to do this sort of fusion.
Yeah. So you find your own style, let me say, with the concept of a drummer mixing the traditional sound, or how do these two, let me say, two worlds maybe, because it's really percussion, hand drums, finger especially is something else like the coordination of drums. And how can they exist together, or how can they influence themselves? So, what is your experience?
Well, in a lot of frame drum or hand drum traditions, usually have more than one person. And, you know, the invention of drum set, as we know, came later. And it does accomplish those different people in a way. You have someone keeping the count, you have someone keeping a whole other pulse, and someone filling, and the high end and the low end. So essentially, if you know, I love playing with other percussionists, but oftentimes there isn't that opportunity, especially nowadays. You know, it's like
Yes.
everyone's alone. So so you know, and the fact that music has become more, you know, especially if you're playing for a festival or playing in a modern setting, there's bass or there's a lot of low end. So just playing your one acoustic instrument is not always, it doesn't always cut through all that new sound. So in a lot of Middle Eastern bands now, they like me to add that kick drum or add that hi-hat along with the darbuka or the frame drum because it gives all the different percussion sounds, I guess, without having to hire other people, you know? And it also cuts through the wall of modern sound. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, is there also let me say, influence that comes from this really, yeah, as you said, the sound is not so big, with the simple, more simple than drum set. Is there something that influenced you also in your drum set playing, or yeah?
Mhm. Oh, sure. I mean, when you work with fingers, obviously there's so much connection and sensitivity and nuance when you're playing. A literal connection. Your skin is touching the head, and it's very intimate. And just some of the finer ornamentation definitely has started to come out, yeah, over time in my drum set playing. I came to hand percussion, um, in 2005. So and then it got, yeah, really mixed in with my drum set playing over time. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, ornamentation more than anything, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. And so I was uh, a very we know each other for a long time through Facebook. We never met, but
Sorry.
you can talk if you want.
No, it's fine. It's like endless distractions all the time. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna
Maybe
turn
it's
this off.
the gig of your life.
Uh, oh gosh.
No
Wait,
problem, no
I'm
problem,
gonna make this silent. Okay, there we go. It's silent.
no problem. Yeah, and so I was always looking. I was surprised the stylistic. It's amazing musical the musical range that you have. Maybe you can explain us a little bit what kind of music you're doing, what different kinds. It's so interesting.
Thank you. Well, I mean, also in 2005, that's when I really fell in love very hard with Arabic music in particular, and it took over my whole life. So that has definitely seasoned my interests since. I mean, over now, I guess 16 years. Um, the art of improvisation or takasim is something very profound to me, and we I think the terminology, Arabic music can even be a bit misleading because the art is so old and it's so cherished by so many different cultures and nations, and it's so spiritually profound too, as well as musically. It's almost the perfection of music, of scales. So that has really guided um, all the music I love to be a part of and music I love to make. It's hard for me not to improvise actually, because it's such an incredible thing from the heart and from spirit, to be attached to that. And of course, learning the microtonal system, it's really hard to go back completely from that either. Not only do you become very attuned to everything being out of tune, like if singers are usually, an American singer say, "Ah, you're out of tune," nobody else hears it, right? But knowing more notes is like experiencing more colors suddenly, but it's like knowing more emotion in life. So yeah, so the microtonal system, and the art of improvisation has colored everything I love to do. Even there are rock traditions. There's jazz and new music. There's that really settle more on this feeling of of uh, drone or trance or improvisation, or just bringing about that really old tradition. So yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
And you think this is a special thing that is, let me say, a typical New York style, or it, or you can say maybe it's only possible in New York, something like this
Hmm,
development. It's
that's a great
just a
question.
feeling, yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's an excellent question, and I think about that a lot. New York, I've been a part of the scene for many years as well, and I would say New York went from, maybe 20 or so years ago of like experimental scene of, really existing on the fringes of jazz, if you will, and rock and just experimental forms to really it's hard to find something that doesn't have a world element anymore. That's so important, whether it's, the new jazz or the new or new orchestral music or new contemporary music. There's almost like a kind of automatic understanding of like we have to feature, the oud or the pipa or the this, and that's a good movement. That's a good sign of the change and the growth of New York and music around the world, major cities as well.
Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. Mm-hmm. Maybe
Yeah.
we can listen to music, or you prepared something. Maybe at the end we can listen to something.
Sure. Yeah, I guess I could play percussion for you, and that's always fun to do.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Or we will finish this later. So we will just
Oh,
have
okay.
some more questions, and later you can do some music for us.
Absolutely. Great.
Yeah. Yes, you fell in love with Arabic music. I mean, what is exactly um, the yes the thing that made you fall in love with Arabic music? Yeah.
Well, I would say when I was about, I don't know, 18, 19, I was in search of something, but I didn't know necessarily what it was. And was it music? Was it an emotional type of emotional expression? I didn't know. And luckily in New York, you could see all these different kinds of music. There was a lot of Indian music all over. It was very accessible. And my first experience of world and traditional music in general was Indian music, all night Indian music concert. And I was like, wow, this is something I've never experienced in my life. There's this like thing in this old music and trance, and I just kept looking and exploring. And one day I heard about Palestinian oud and violin virtuoso playing in this big theater I knew about, and I just went. And in the middle of that show, in the middle of I think a takasim he was playing, I was utterly transformed, and it was both wonderful and terrifying because here I am at 20, I think 20 years old, realizing, wow, my life has to be about this, and I don't know anything about it. That was like, that was just it. It just utterly opened me up and spoke to me and took me in the direction of my life. That was it.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. And still, you are inside, you are so influenced because also your projects, there are so many examples on your Facebook site, on YouTube. You play with Arabic orchestras, um, that the name is New York Arabic Orchestra, right?
Yeah, actually, in 2007, I co-founded it with the artistic director, Bassam Saba, and yeah, it's been wow, almost how many years? 14, 15. So yeah, we've it was the concept of the New York Arabic Orchestra was to give other New Yorkers like me who are obsessed with the music a place to live and breathe it regularly. Like we could rehearse, we could have these guided rehearsals once a week. We could play these concerts, and eventually we became well known for our quality and our, you know, our passion, and people all from all over, very New York, like Colombian and Japan, and you know, and this people from all walks, and we ultimately play in Lincoln Center and Carnegie Hall and all these great places, and I say that with pride mostly because um, we were just a cultural group, and especially coming after 9/11 and all this stuff, we were just sharing the culture. We were not political. Not, we are not, I'm talking like the past. We are not political. We are not, you know, religious in any way. Purely cultural arts organization, nonprofit. And it was so beautiful, for example, to see like 4,000 people show up to this. Really, it wasn't even big enough for that many people in this outdoor huge venue to see us in Lincoln Center, and just to come and see like classical Arabic music, like Nai playing, or you know, and that was so special, and I felt like we did something for the culture, which, as you know, is always like being thrown under you know, the news bus and everything. So we're really proud of that.
Yeah, I think you can be proud of that. It's something unique, I think, right?
Yeah,
As you said, it's not only music, it's really a message that you uh,
exactly.
established, and it's important, these kind of messages, I think, to show
Yeah.
people and to bring so many people together. Yeah. And also this, uh, because we don't want to show you so many YouTube videos, something else. I think our guests here in the channel, you can also watch later the films, right? So you can really find nice examples of the New York Arabic Orchestra, and we would like to use the time just to speak with you, maybe some a few other questions about the yes another project that's for me it sounds really funny, the Rick Chic.
The Rick, oh, Chicks with Ricks.
Chic's Rick, yes, yes,
Yeah,
Chic's.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, basically what that is, we are, well, it's what we call, there's a phrase, tongue in cheek. It's a kind of cute way of expressing that, you know, we're a group of women, or mostly women, who play ricks, you know, which is a type of frame drum with zills.
Yeah,
And yeah, you know, I mean, there it comes, it's coming from a very particular colloquial joke, but it's, yeah, it's a cute name, but it's also meant to be kind of empowering because there really aren't that many women playing the rick, I'd say, overall. And the rick itself is a special instrument not everyone rushes to. I would say darbuka, frame drum are a lot more popular, but rick is like, it has this, you know, really special place. So yeah, we're, you know, chicks with ricks.
yes, and we can talk if you want about other projects that you have or that what you're planning now for the future.
Sure. Yes, so, well, we so the orchestra is moving toward, you know, as the pandemic clears, a lot of beautiful projects with um, actually a new emerging artistic director we haven't announced yet. Sadly, our artistic director had fallen to COVID in December, so it's very sad, very sad happening for all of us. But we have faith in continuing his mission, and that the new artistic director will do that really beautifully. So that there's a lot coming there that we're excited about, that we'll announce over time. And yeah, personally, I own a film studio and event space, so I engage in films and so forth. And what's great is bringing about really professional film opportunities and promotional opportunities, etc., for this music and these performances. And so there's a lot to come in that. My space is in New Jersey, and it's called 10PRL. If you want to follow on Facebook, 10PRL. And
Okay.
yeah, we're doing some very cool stuff there, and it's a beautiful business that once again the pandemic clears, we'll have uh, world music concerts and dance and performances, once again. Um, so yeah, that's
Nice. And or before the pandemic situation, you traveled also in different countries for concerts, or you've been in Middle East, for example, also, or?
yes. I lived in Lebanon for 3 years between 2013 2016. I toured with someone who's very very well known there, named Ziad Al-Habani. He's a son of Fairuz. If anyone who's Fairuz is like the yeah. So diva of Lebanon, Middle East in general. And I also worked with refugee youth during the time and teaching Arabic music. And with my organization that we worked with that taught language and poetry and music, it was really beautiful with Palestinian Syrian refugees. And I've done a lot of traveling in general for music therapy, for working with youth, sometimes through the U.S. embassies, sometimes through different NGOs, but yeah, and then also for teaching, like Taiwan and other places, teaching about Arabic percussion or Arabic music in different universities, and yes, for performing, I've toured with a lot of bands from like classical Arabic to like so like really heavy rock, like Middle Eastern rock stuff and
Oh,
whatever. So yeah, I've done the tour thing. I've even done like the tour bus tour thing where you're playing somewhere every day and really wild. So yeah, I've done a lot of traveling.
wow, wow,
So
wow.
yeah, so
Hope maybe you come, maybe to Europe also. Maybe you can come to Freiburg one day.
I would love to come back to Germany. It was really fun. We played with a band called Secret Chiefs 3 that was opening for a band called Primus. Maybe some people have heard of Primus.
Mhm.
And yeah, they were like really heavy, really wild, and Germany really liked them.
The
It was
Germans
really
are
fun.
wild also, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was really wild. So.
By the way, your name, how do you pronounce your name?
Sure, April, like the month that we're almost in.
Yeah,
Centrone, which is, it should be Centrone, but in America it becomes Centrone. So that's how.
Centrone. Okay, because I was not sure if you're called Centrone, because it is, as you said, it's
Yeah, I like Centrone. That's how it originally was. So
okay.
that's
So
why.
I will call you Centrone.
I love that.
Great. Wow, we could talk much more, and but maybe you can play something for us to as a final. Yeah,
Sure. How many minutes would you say, just to know?
you can keep your time. Do what you want. We listen.
All right. That sounds good. Let's see. I'll play some percussions then. Since we were talking about the Rick, we can play some Rick.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
teaching my students. It's in 17. Called the Koshrain. And let's play a little bit this way, you know, this way.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you.
Of course, thank you for having me.
The grooving April.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be on your show. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So I would like to say bye-bye, and if you have time, some minutes, you can join our YouTube channel,
Definitely.
because maybe sometimes we have some people who would like to ask you something, or you, you can chat a little bit.
Sure.
If it's okay for you.
Yeah, absolutely. How would I join? How do I join to talk to people?
You can go to the Tamburi Mundi YouTube channel, and then
Okay.
you join the live meeting.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Excellent. Sounds wonderful.
Okay. Thank you, April.
Thank you so much.
All the best and good luck for everything. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay. So now we will continue with our friend Francesco. Ah, buonasera.
Eccoci qua. Buonasera.
How are you?
Very good, thank you. What about you?
Also, we had some technical problems today. My microphone didn't work. We had to change the microphones. But now it's good.
That's great.
Beside this, I'm fine.
Yeah. So the problem is solved, so now everything is fine.
Yes.
I was listening to this beautiful lady. Very nice. I like her way of playing. Very traditional.
Yes, absolutely.
Arabic way of playing.
Yeah. I was also surprised. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. And also, we could talk a lot, Francesco.
But we have to work.
We have to work. Maybe another time we can talk.
Anytime. Yes.
Yes. So I'm happy that you are doing the third part of your KONNAKOL. And so, as always, I will join you. And
My pleasure. So we will take the guide, and of course, I ask to you and to Yashar and Uli to make me share the screen. Maybe I can do it. Yes. Okay. So welcome back. This is the third part of our KONNAKOL training. We will have some more time here. This time, which is good, we will have half an hour, and we can see better the things that we made until today. But before we will finish also the composition that I wrote for this situation. But first of all, if you agree, you cannot say me no, so you have to agree. We will go like this. We will proceed like this. I will spend few minutes, less than 2 minutes, to answer some questions and comments which I received during this week. Very nice. Thank you, the people which wrote to me. Then we will see the part B of our corvée, so the ending of the composition. We will practice a bit that. Then we will repeat the whole thing. We will practice a bit the whole thing. And then in the last 5 minutes, I would like to leave the last 5 minutes to read directly the question that could arrive in this session, and try to answer directly to those questions. Yeah, so we will do like that. So first of all, I will share the screen again. Here we are. So we are in the third Monday, and then in the previous time we discovered the basic elements of KONNAKOL, the ancient peculiar South Indian way to vocalize rhythmic syllables and phrases, and how it could be useful to understand music and develop our expression. Today we will see the second part of the Corvée Ineditale. But first of all, as I said, there were some comments and some questions. First of all, about notation. Some of you told me something about these abbreviations that I use. Well, I have to say, of course, there are not so much way to write the syllables, but some way of writing the syllables. One is to write the syllables completely, like this. And of course you can do it, and you will find lots of compositions written like that. In my opinion, and for what is comfortable also for us as percussionists, when you get a little bit used more with this kind of nouns and with the bunch of syllables, having some abbreviation can help you to have more focusing, to see immediately without letters that you don't need what you have to recite or play. So you know that T and K are taka, T, K, and T are takita, T, K, D, and M are takadimi. So it is 4. So if you see T, K, D, and M, you know that is takadimi, because you know that the 4 is takadimi. But I use this because, in my opinion, this is useful. If you don't like, you obviously can write the whole letters. Of course, this is a new way for most of us, I think, of writing and of reading music. So it needs practice. It's not something that we just read and then we do, like drink a glass of water. It's something that needs time and practice. And of course, each one of us has to find his way. This is the first thing. The second thing is about this way I wrote the phrases. Someone of us asked me, I cannot join, I cannot understand the intersection between clapping and reciting syllables. So I will spend just 1 minute upon this. We have this cycle, which is aditala, right? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? If you see here, these slashes, these bars are dividing the whole phrase into this cycle. We have two aditala cycles here. So if you count, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an aditala cycle. Yes, and this the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this is our layer. We assume that between each bit of this cycle, we have 4 matras, 4 syllables. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, the first is takadimi. Yeah? The second is takajuno. So between two beats, we have 4 plus 4. Takadimi, takajuno. Okay, so our layer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Upon this layer, we put the syllables, the phrases, right? Instead of tell and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we say music, we say these phrases. So the connection between clapping and syllables is this. Again, you have to practice because you have to understand the connection and the numbers between phrases and music, and then also you have to learn to recite and to feel this inside you as a musical phrase. Okay, this is the way. So we have the layer that is the beat cycle, the tala, and the subdivision within the beat. Upon we put the phrases, right? Okay, we will see this on the part B. As I said, the corvée is composed by 2 parts, part A, part B. Part A is this, we saw this, and part B is the ending, which usually is a so-called TI or mora, which is a phrase repeated 3 times, ending mostly on the sum, which is the first bit on the cycle. So we have a phrase with gaps, which we will repeat 3 times, and it ends on the first bit of the next cycle. Usually we use the syllables tadiginadum. These are the syllables used to create the part B, the TI and the mora. Yeah? So I wrote this mora, this TI. Where is this? Okay, here we are. Yeah, I hope everyone can see it. This is the part B, and this is the corvée we will recite. It starts on the 1, and it is tadi, a gap, ginadum, repeated 3 times, and then ta, followed by 4 gaps. Again, how can we recite these gaps? We can count, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 inside us, or because we know that with the ta plus 4 gaps is 5, we can say after the ta inside us, ginadum, ta di ginadum. Or another trick, as I said last time, we can just say the second and the 4th gap, ta, a, g. I will show now how. So it starts on the 1, and the TI will be like this. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta, a, g, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta, ag, taddi, ginadun, taddi, ginadun, taddi, ginadun, ta. Okay? As you see here, I wrote the complete form, the extended form of the TI, as I showed just 1 second ago. Tadi, gi, na. Tadi, as you see, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. The slashes are the beat. Okay, let's practice just few times this as we did in the last sessions. So I will count 4 off, then I will recite 1 time, then I will count 4 off, and then you will sing 1 time. It fits even this 2 times of Aditala cycle. Yeah, so I will count 2 times Aditala, and then we jump into the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. 2, 3, now you, and ginadun, ta. 2, 3, and me, and tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. 2, again you. Ta. 2, 3, me. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Again, go. Ginadun, ta. 2, last time with me and tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, tadi, ginadun, ta. Last time with you, go. Ginadun, ta. Okay? Clear, I hope. We will see if later if it's clear. Anyway, the logic is this. So it's a phrase repeated 3 times. Here I repeat even this part 3 times and then all the part 3 times. So let's try to do something hard now, which because we are ending this these sessions. So we will try very slow to repeat all the composition. We will repeat part 1 time, and then we will go on. Okay, we will repeat this.
Sorry, Francesco.
Yeah.
There was one question.
Please.
The question was, are the clapping quarter notes And the vocalizations are 16 notes. Is that correct?
Could be correct. If you think in Occidental way and you like this subdivision, yes.
Okay, so that was the question, yeah.
You can think like that. If it helps, yes. Okay. So let's repeat per part A1. 1, me and you, as you know. 1, 2, 3, and go. And tacca dimmi, tacca giorno do. Tacca dimmi, tacchita do. Tacchita, tacchita do. Tacca, tacchita do. Tacca dimmi do. Tacchita do. Tacca do. Ta do. 2. Ready, you. Do. 2, 3, mi. Tacca dimmi, tacca giorno do. Tacca dimmi, tacchita do. Tacchita, tacchita do. Tacca, tacchita do. Tacca dimmi do. Tacchita do. Tacca do. Tato. You. Go. Do. Last time with me and tacca dimmi, tacca giorno do. Tacca dimmi, tacchita do. Tacchita, tacchita do. Tacca, tacchita do. Tacca dimmi do. Tacchita do. Tacca do. Tato. And you. Tado. Cool. Let's go on and we will recite the part A2. Yalla. 1, 2, 3, mi. Doom. Tacca doom. Tacchita doom. Tacca dimmi doom. Tacca tacchita doom. Tacchita tacchita doom. Tacca dimmi tacchita doom. Tacca dimmi tacca giun dun do. 2. Ready? You. Do. Dun do. Again. Me. Do. Tacca do. Tacchita do. Tacca dimmi do. Tacca tacchita do. Tacchita tacchita do. Tacca dimmi tacchita do. Tacca dimmi tacca giorno dun do. You. Dun do. Last time and me and do. Tacca do. Tacchita do. Tacca dimmi do. Tacca tacchita do. Tacchita tacchita do. Tacca dimmi tacchita do. Tacca dimmi tacca giun dun do. Last time with you and don't do. Good. Now we recite parts A1 and A2. Okay, so it will be 4 times the Aditala cycle. There we go. Maybe slower. 1, 2, ready and me and taka dimmi taka juno tu taka dimmi takita tu takita takita tu taka takita tu taka dimmi tu takita tu taka do tatu taka tu takita tu taka dimmi tu taka takita tu takita takita tu taka dimmi takita tu taka dimmi taka jun dun do 2 and ready and you and dun do 2 ready me taka dimmi taka juno do taka dimmi takita do takita takita do taka takita do taka dimmi do takita do taka do tak do taka do takita do taka dimmi do taka takita do takita takita do taka dimmi takita do taka dimmi taka juno dundo. Last time with you and dundo. Very nice. So let's finish. Here we are. Maybe you don't see, I will just okay. So this is the whole composition. We will recite it a couple of times and then I will show you just one small variation on the ending and then the final question and then we say goodbye. Okay, so let's try. 1, 2, 3, go. Taka dimmi taka juno do. Taka dimmi takita do. Takita takita do. Taka takita do. Taka dimmi do. Takita do. Taka do. Tak do. Taka do. Takita do. Taka dimmi tu. Tak takita tu. Takita takita tu. Taka dimmi takita tu. Taka dimmi taka giuno dun taddi. Gina dun taddi. Gina dun taddi. Gina dun ta. Taddi. Gina dun taddi. Gina dun taddi. Gina dun ta. Taddi. Gina dun taddi. Gina dun taddi. Gina dun ta. And now you. Gina dun ta. 2, 3, mi. Taka dimmi taka giuno tu. Taka dimmi takita du. Takita takita du. Taka takita du. Taka dimmi du. Takita du. Taka du. Tatu. Taka du. Takita du. Taka dimmi du. Taka takita du. Takita takita du. Taka dimmi takita du. Taka dimmi taka giuno dun tadi. Gina dun tadi. Gina dun tadi. Gina dun ta. Tadi. Gina dun tadi. Gina dun tadi. Gina dun ta. Tadi. Gina dun tadi. Gina dun tadi. Gina dun ta. Last time, you. Tadi. Tadi. Ntar lagi kita kata. Nice. I hope everything works.
Yes, one more question from the chat, Francesco.
Yes.
So the question is, why is the T and then D and then in one line where the two parts meet?
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, I can try.
Like this. Here, you mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the question, I can understand the question because, so the question was T and D. 1, 2, 3. So here. Or maybe you can answer in the chat later.
Sure, of course, yes.
I think that's quite complicated, or it will take longer, maybe, this question.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just finish.
Yeah.
Just I would like to show you one variation of the this mora, because this is some mathematic things we can do also. We did just tadi ginadun tadi ginadun tadi ginadun ta 3 times, but also another nice variation is this one. So the first is tadi ginadun without gaps. Second one is tadi ginadun as we did, one gap. Third one is with 2 gaps, tadi ginadun. So it's 4, this is 5, and this is 6. I will show you how it sounds like, and then you will practice. Tadiginadun, 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 ta, tadiginadun, 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 ta, tadiginadun, 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 ta. It's another quite good and melodic variation. So I would like to tell you more. I would love to have some times also, because we can do some small variation and some subdivision within the phrases, just for example subdividing the takadimi takajuno or just the last syllables. If we divide into 2 just the last syllables and say kita, it sounds completely different. Taka dimmi taka ju kita do. Taka dimmi taka kita do. Takita taka kita do. So we create a sort of lunch for the ending, for the doom, and we substitute every last syllable of the pattern with kita. Just the same thing, just subdividing the last syllable in 2. So it will be 32 notes, as our friend told. Anyway, we will see maybe in the future, or you can ask me in the chat or whatever in the mail.
Yes, I'm sure we will see again, Francesco. And so I like it how clear you can explain everything. That's
Thank you.
very nice. Also, probably you can contact directly Francesco from Facebook also.
Yeah, sure.
Probably we will do also some KONNAKOL workshops also in summer at TAMBURI Mondi. So you will have more time to go deeper also, right?
Good.
Yeah, yes.
Anyway, thank you for this. I had a lot of fun. I hope everything could join and enjoy.
Yeah.
I hope we will see soon.
Soon, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Ciao, buona continuazione. Have a nice continuation.
Thank you. So we will continue with our dearest friend Rui. Rui.
Hello, Murat.
Yes, finally.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm okay. Everything's fine here. I'm talking from my workshop.
Wow. Yes. Many products I can see.
Yes, this is the drums to finish here, and all the things, skins, and all the materials to make the drums.
Yeah, great. So maybe I just introduce you to some of our guests. So
Okay.
Rui Silva, you are in Portugal, right?
Yes, I'm in the Azoren Islands.
Azoren Island. Wow, this is a dream for us.
Yes.
And so you are, so let me say you are musician first.
Yes.
So you are like a musicologist, also scientist, like
Yes.
and you are instrument maker. So it's really amazing combination. 3 different things, and you are concentrated on this instrument that you have in your hand called Adufe.
Aduf, yeah.
So
Yes.
we can call you Mr. Aduf.
Yes. My friends say that I am Cristiano Ronaldo of the Aduf.
Absolutely. Absolutely right.
Uh, yes. So yes, I the last 10 years I'm studying more than 10. I'm studying this drum, this Portuguese drum, and all of this started with the frame drums in Tamburi Mundi, Cappadocia.
Really?
Yes.
In Turkey,
Uh,
Cappadocia. Wow.
yeah, it was 11 years ago, I think.
Wow. Yes, yes. Yes, of course I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then I returned to Portugal and I said, it should be a Portuguese frame drum. I need to study it. So the adventures began.
Wow.
Yes.
And still, the adventure is still growing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you studied, let me say, from musical,
Yeah.
you studied classical music, right?
Yes, I studied classical percussion. I did my bachelor in Porto. I played in orchestra and contemporary music, contemporary percussion, all of that.
Yeah. And you
Yes.
still play sometimes in orchestras?
Now, after that, I went to Barcelona to study early music with Pedro Esteban. And I was there for 1 year. I did the master. And now I play with the Baroque Orchestra in Oporto, in Portugal. In
Wow,
Casa da Música, yes.
great, beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I also I play with the early music project, a group called CEST RHYTHMTRAINING. We will be in Hamburg, I hope, in the end of May.
Oh, okay.
So you can come.
Yes, yes. Uli will write in the chat.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Wow. And so this is a short,
Yes.
in short words, your musical work, right? Your
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
And you're also teaching, right?
Yes, I'm teaching here online. I give online lessons from my house now, and I have I teach kids. I teach drum set to children here in the island.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, kids, they love drum set. This is
of course. Me too.
yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
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 No, but in the last times, I just made a new workshop here. Did a lot of renovations, and I made a lot of drums here. Tried new features on the drums. I organized myself here better.
Yeah. And so maybe we can talk a little bit about the drums.
Yeah, of course.
So many things because you are interesting also as a musician. But we start with the drums, maybe.
Okay, so the first thing I would like to say is this. This is a traditional Portuguese frame drum from Portugal. It's very special drum. It's different from the Spanish drum, the pandeiro quadrado. Most of the times people make a confusion with these drums, but they are different. In Portugal, we play with hands, and they are women that play this drum. This is a women's drum. They play and they sing today. You can go to the village and learn with the ladies. And this is square and has jingles inside. They are free here inside the drum. And we put these colorful decorations. This is a traditional thing because we use this drum in the religious days when people go to the chapel and sing to Our Lady. So this is the features of the drums and the difference. what makes the drum different. We have in Portugal a lot of groups in the villages of women that play and sing. It's very special music and very beautiful and also unique. It's very, very, very beautiful. You can look at my website and you have a lot of videos of that.
Yes, yes. And why this drum is squared? Do you know from the history or?
So I used to say, joking, it's because it's easier to make. No, but that is a question that I am trying to understand and do a lot of research. I believe that it has a meaning as a drum. The round means God and the square means earth. And so this is a very old drum. You can find it in Egypt, the square drums and round drums. So I believe it's square because it has a meaning and a very unique sound. Also, the sound of the square drum is very special. I tried to make a frame drum with just one skin and try to play a square with one skin, and doesn't sound nice. It's very strange, but this is perfect with two skins. Oh, I have to show you.
Yeah.
So I think it's as a spiritual meaning,
Yes.
and so it is square here.
I just note from the shaman drums they are seven triangular.
Oh, I can show you something special that I'm making. So this is a new model that I'm making called Medium, because there's a book in a Jewish book, a book called Golden Agadah, that has a painting of Miriam and the women playing, and the representation is a square drum, and they have this star with 8 points here, and I have the moon phases here.
Yes.
Because I like the moon.
Yes.
So
Nice. It's a little smaller than the others.
yes, I tried to bring more to play with high pitch and to have more definition in sound, so I can come to Tamburi Mundi and make solos with you.
I hope so.
You can hear the difference. So this is a traditional, and you can hear the smaller one.
Okay.
It's more definition.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Yeah. And how did you change the years you're building? I mean, how did you develop, or what? How did you start, and where are you now?
So I started because of my master degree and the research work. I started by watching the artisans, the traditional artisans, but they are very generous, but they don't teach you nothing. Just tell you stories about their life. And so I was watching everything, and the tools and the skins and the woods. And so one day I decided to make a drum that's with new features to play like a frame drum. And I tried, I talked to them, I say, can you make a drum for me? And I said, no, we make drums this way, and this is our drum. Okay. So I started to make my own drums. I asked some friends who know about wood and skins, and in the last, it's 10 years now, I'm making my drums, and I'm happy with them, the result. Everything, I changed the wood, I changed the way it is cutted, I changed the skins, I tried to, I developed this tuning system here. It was the first time in the Adufes. I also made a drum now, which is more thinner in one corner than the other, so you can hold better. And I have this frame since 2016. You can play traditionally the full hand techniques. Then you change the speed and you have more ta sounds.
Yeah.
And you can play with the fingers. So this is the features that I made. And then this is the story of the drum. And now I have another thing, but I will show in the next Tamburi Mundi.
Oh, yes.
Which will give low sounds in my drum. Very, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
It's something that I just found a month ago.
Wow. But
Yes.
I already have one.
Yes.
Drums.
One, I think. One or two. One, I think.
Yeah, and so it's here in my studio also.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really nice. This sound, as you said, is you cannot compare with a frame drum. It's a totally
Yes.
individual sound. Yeah.
Yes, and it's very good for early music when you play music from Iberia Peninsula or something from medieval era. It's very good because it's not too powerful, it's not too loud, and you can play with other instruments like a baroque guitar or a wood or a recorder. So it's very, very nice drum for that.
Yeah, yeah. But you don't use snares. This is not traditional Portuguese.
No, they used to put snares inside the drum.
Yeah.
But I don't like that because if the snares is broken, you cannot fix. So I put the snare outside with a elastic, and you can remove it. It's easier. So I don't know if I have something here to show you. So
Yeah.
you see this?
Yeah.
So I use this in the drum outside. So it's a very simple idea. Then you have the same sound.
Yeah,
and you can take it off.
Clever. And so you said the makers, they are not telling you their secrets, right?
No, there are very few now. There's 3 very old, 1 very good, and very old also. So there are very few people, and they don't tell you the secrets. And yes.
Would you tell the secrets to us?
Yes. No. No, I make you a good price. No, I'm joking.
No, you are. If you are a real maker, you don't.
You don't tell. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. No, yes.
But are there any other Aduf players that you are in contact with? Is there a like collaboration or something you talk or?
Yes. We have now last December, in the middle of these crazy times, we have a beautiful, amazing show in the National Theatre in city of Oporto in Portugal. It was a show, a piece with the Adufeiras, the old ladies, my friends, me, and a Portuguese group of Fado, and also actress. So we made a show. It's beautiful. I will put the link in the chat after.
Maybe we can watch the video.
Yeah, I send it to Uli.
Yes, I think maybe we can watch a little bit because
okay,
it's interesting because
okay.
Idea. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And also you can talk later about the Aduf players, the women.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So are you ready for the video?
It's 1 minute, I think. 1 minute and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a teaser.
Se os teus olhos se vendessem, eras tão bonita, mas já te não quero.
Wow, bravo!
Thank you.
Wow. Was
Yeah,
this
so-
the right film? I don't know.
Yes. But it was. This is the land of the village of the ladies, and the show is about their music. So it was performed live in the theater. We were very concerned because of the situation, but they were with us like 3 weeks, 2 weeks for rehearsal and 1 week to perform. And this was beautiful because I could play all day with them and learn new songs. And in the beginning they were very sad because of the situation, but after a while they, with playing and singing, they were very happy to be there, and they are very special ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think that it's important in these times to have these moments that give you new energy or new motivation or new
Yes.
visions for the future.
Yeah, that's true. And these ladies, they were, one is 73 or 74, the other one is 86, and the other I think is 75, 76.
Oh,
So, and there was also a younger, 40 years old. So these four ladies, they were there in the middle of the worst place in Portugal, just to perform and to show their music and their art. And this was very deep for me and very important, and also a big lesson for life.
yeah. Wow, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to hear things like this. Yeah.
Yes.
There is one question in the chat.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's connected to young and old generation. So
Yeah.
one question was, are there also young Aduf makers beside you?
No, young makers.
Yeah.
There's not no. It's just a friend in Oporto is beginning, but there's no more young makers.
And
Yeah.
because the question was if the makers, if they are old and one day maybe they disappear, also the art is disappearing, or what do you
No,
think?
no. The art is very powerful now in Portugal. There's a lot of people playing Aduf and knowing the Aduf and knowing the rhythms. And
Yeah.
also Tamburi Mundi is a very important part of this, because I started to make workshops and concerts and try to make the connection. I saw what you did there and try to make something in Portugal. And there's a lot of people playing now Aduf, also in the traditional context and in the city, which is fun. There's a lot of people in the city playing this instrument. Yeah.
Great. It's a fashion a little bit.
Yes, it is fashion. Yeah.
Yeah. So may I ask? I mean, this situation, we are all musicians. So for you, it's maybe you are lucky that you are instrument maker.
Yes.
So can maybe you produce some more instruments. It's also possible. Or
Yes. I have so no concerts. I've just 5 concerts last year. So I've been here in my workshop doing the drums and trying to send them as fast as I can to the people, and this is very good. It's the first time I have so many time to make to make drums and to clean the workshop. It's very good. I this year I have a lot of contacts in the world. People send me emails and asking me for drums, and I'm very happy. That part is working very well.
Yeah, I can imagine, because it's really high quality what you are doing, and
Thank you.
also you cannot find really instruments like this in this quality and I think this is a good opportunity, and also for our guests here in our channel. So if you are interested, really go
Yeah,
to the website of Rui or to your Facebook page.
yes. I also have in my website a page with exercises that I'm developing, the language that I'm developing with the drum, and also some songs, some videos, some history. You can have a full view of the drum there.
Oh, great, great. And also, you are teaching songs, beautiful songs in Portuguese. So not only drumming, it's really music what
Oh,
you're doing. So this is something that for me, for example, I like also not only drumming, I'm really
yes.
using the drum with the voice. So it's really very special for everyone who would like to join. So
Yeah, thank you. In this show I had in Porto with the ladies, I tried a song we did in Tamburi Mundi with their words, but with KONNAKOL, and they were so happy with it. It was very, very, very beautiful.
yeah.
And yes, I use the traditional songs to develop technique and to create exercises. And so it's a new dimension when you can play and sing. Also, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, great, great. Yeah, so what is your plan for the future? Maybe before we stop, maybe one more question about the future.
So about the future, I have a concert in Hamburg in May. Let's hope it happens. I will play play some concerts also with the Baroque Orchestra, and I will make a residence artist in artist residence in Lisbon for electronics and Aduf project.
Oh,
Some kind of crazy contemporary music for Aduf, which
okay.
is very cool.
Yeah.
And I have here now. This year I will start to have people here in my island that want to study Aduf. So if you want to come here and study the Aduf
Cool.
and see the whales, you can come.
Yeah, wow. That sounds great.
Oh, we have blue whales now. They are in the sea.
Blue
Yeah,
whales.
blue whales. Yeah, they arrived. They are going up. So they stop here to feed, and
Uh-huh.
they,
And
it's
save the
beautiful.
trip for them, right?
Yeah, sometimes I'm in the shore and they.
Oh,
It's very nice.
wow, nice, nice. Yeah, and for all of us who cannot join you in your island, you can
Ah,
also have online lessons probably, right?
yes, sure, sure. I give online lessons.
Mhm.
I have yeah. Just email me. We can arrange it. It's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah.
correct. So I think we will see in Tamburi Mundi in summer with online lessons. Unfortunately, not live, but
Yeah. Okay.
because this year is still a little challenge, but I think
Yeah.
we are optimistic for next year.
Yeah. Next year. Next year I will be there for sure.
Yes. Okay, Rui, thank you a lot. And if you want, you can join our.
Yeah, I will do that.
Maybe there are some questions and some
Okay.
people want to. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Murat. Thank you very much. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
And many greetings and a big hug
Yeah.
from Malika and from Uli.
Oh, bye. Bye for you too. Bye.
Bye. Ah, great. Yeah, so for all of you who don't know what is a Aduf, you can really watch, as we said, the videos in Rui's website or on his Facebook, and it's really very special. And yeah, now our program, we will continue with Emanuela, our guest. Yeah, so
Hey,
Buonasera.
buonasera, amici.
Watch, as we said, the videos.
Sorry, I have the
Rui's website.
I had the YouTube. I closed that, so we have a lot of voices, Murat voices around.
Yes. Yes, you have two Emanuela voices in YouTube.
Yes, now also.
Wow. So where are you at the moment?
Very good, very happy. I'm in Sicily now because it was something like a surprise for me to to come here. I went to stay a little bit with my family, with my parents that begin to be older. So. Yes, and it was a long trip, big trip through France till Genova, and then we take the boat, the ferry till Palermo. Now I'm in Palermo.
Wow.
Yes.
Because you live in Brussels, right?
Yes, I live in Brussels from 10 years now. But I try to come back in to find my roots and recharge the battery, you know.
Oh, that's important, right?
Yes, very, very important.
So how long do you need to recharge your batteries in Palermo?
Sorry?
How long do you need usually to recharge your batteries?
Normally 1-2 months, but I can't. Usually, I can't stay so long. So now I will stay 10 days. I try to put a lot of food, Sicilian food, in the car and come back in Brussels with a big stock of food of olive oil.
Wow.
To survive some months before to come back.
Nice. I would just ask if we have some music, maybe we can listen to some videos.
Yes.
Before we continue to speak, just to see what you are doing a little bit. Okay?
Okay. Pleasure, thank you.
Yes, so we are just preparing something. Okay.
Ufficio te no, cangiu parola
Oh, sorry, we cut your voice. Excuse. So sorry. But
Don't worry, the best was done.
but we will put the link
Yes.
in the chat so
Okay.
you can.
Okay, thank you, Murat.
Yeah, thank
To share.
you,
Thank
Manuela.
you also to invite me. I'm so honored to be there and to see you and the other guys from Tamburi Mondi, Rui, Francesco. I'm so happy to remember the good moments in Freiburg.
Yes. We also have had good. We are happy that you are here because we were thinking that because every musician is a special, you know, and so for us you have also some very strong character or strong musical expression, and so this video, for example, this is, let me say, typical Emanuela. Right, so using your voice, playing the drum, also how you play. So because I know you now from certain moments on stage,
Yes.
so the energy are very concentrated. Yeah.
Yes,
So
thank
one question: Do you the decoration on the stage that
you.
probably has a meaning, right?
Yes, it was a moment, it was a very important moment for me when I turned this video because at the moment it was in November 2019, 2 years 2 years ago, and I needed a moment empty, you know, a moment where I can stay with myself, because normally I worked in music with a lot of people, in group of a lot of people, or with my partner in the moment with Vincent, but I never take a moment just for me in solo, you know. And so in this period, when I turned this video, I took 1 week just me and drums, and the piece full of drums, and I tried to really discover and research which is my relation with the drums. Not also for accompanying some music or play with the other musicians, but just to refind myself through the drums. So I prepared the stage, and I took one drums, play another drum, and I did that during 1 week alone, in a black room with some decoration to feel me at home, if you want.
Yes.
Yes, and I was so happy for the result. So I discovered that I could do that. I could be alone, me and the drums, and do something nice. I hope.
Yes, for sure. And so this is so that means that was very personal.
Yes, really, it's like I was naked, and to show it, for me it was very, very intense, because I show the inner part of myself, if you want.
Yes, and also your songs, they have always a meaning, and because you choose your songs, I know from your concerts. So what was this song about?
Yes, this song especially talk about a princess that has to go marriage with another prince, but she didn't want. Because she is fall in love with another guy, normal guy, common guy, you know.
Yeah.
And the parents come to her to tell, you have to marry these guys, and she is in a revolution, in a rebellion with that, and tell that no, I don't want to marry the prince. I don't want the crown. I refuse to be princess because I want to follow my love, to follow the love. So for me, it's important this song because you know, in the tradition of south of Italy in the past, the woman had a difficult position, you know. The woman was often subordinated to the family or the husband. And my history is full of these stories of women that couldn't choose their life. So when I discovered this song, it's a traditional song, it's an ancient song, and when I discovered that, I think a song talk about a woman is in rebellion. I was so happy to find that, because it's the something in my story. You know, my mother and my grandmother didn't choose really their life, and with the song I can talk about them and change the history, you know. Finally.
Yeah, that's a beautiful idea also. Yeah, change the history. Yeah, yeah.
Change the history, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you are originally from Sicily, and you went to Belgium, as you said, 10 years ago. So did something change in your musical perspective, or something when you say, okay, in these years you were influenced from your new homeland, maybe is Brussels. So how did things change, or something? Can you explain, or do you want to explain?
Yes, I want. It's a nice question, because it's like the center of my work, you know, because I come from a tradition very, very strong, very rich, very full of history, and I answer. I all the time think about which is tradition, and what I can do with this big mountain on the behind me, you know. And for me, it's something fragile and delicate in the same time. It's strong tradition, but these traditions are despairing in this moment. And I met a lot of people are doing a work to preserve this tradition. So for me, it was always important to respect that. But in the same time, I feel I need to do my own interpretation and my vision of this tradition. And also in this period, we can meet a lot of other musicians from all the world. And there are some connections, natural connection and natural hybridation, I don't know. So I was also all the time separated between the respect of tradition and the need to go and do something new. When I went in Brussels and I changed my country. I feel that I felt that in Belgium the question is not there. There is not this this problem, because Belgium is a country completely mixed, in the center of Europe, also with less tradition, own tradition. And Belgian musicians, they take very naturally from a lot of kind of music and mixed and with happiness and something light, you know, without problems. So for me it was really a nice discovering, because I told myself, I can do the same. I can take all things I think are interesting for me and mix it. But I try to mix all the time with respect. If I mean we don't never forget the roots of the music, the sense of the music. If the sense and the atmosphere, the deeply atmosphere of the traditional music is there, is respected, we can also take our freedom, our inspiration to take interpret with some freedom.
Yes. Wow. Mm-hmm. It's a nice topic, interesting topic, and maybe we can speak after 10 years again about this topic.
Yes, it's a question, open question.
Open question, right. Mm-hmm. So you're like also to have some challenges, also to discover new things, new music also, right?
Yes. Only on the frame drums, I'm discovering in the last years, I'm discovering more and more. It's incredible. It's crazy. I met frame drums the first time. I was 23, 24, and for me, drums. Frame drums was like tamburello played in folkloric, folkloric ballets.
Yeah.
And the women keep sometimes the tamburello and do just that. For me it was that. And one day I went to the concert of Massimo La Guardia, my first concert of traditional music, and I was this way completely merveillé. I don't find in English. And you know, when the other musicians, Massimo was playing, and the other musicians did like a joke behind Massimo to do that, you know, like Holy Ring.
Yes.
Yes, all the frame drummers do that one time in their life. But for me, it was like a divine vision.
Yeah.
like light on the musician, and for me it was like a revelation. And from this time I have all the time this kind of feeling when I meet some masters like you, Zohar Fresco, Andrea Piccioni, Glenn Velez. It's like something divine from the height, like light on the and because I feel that like something, a big discover, surprise. A lot of time I told me, wow, I didn't know we can do that with these drums.
Yeah.
And after I try also to do something different, and also to discover this instrument, not only to do some traditional rhythms like tarantella or other rhythms of the south of Italy, but all the time to do really instrument of solo, of composition, like the work of Francesco. For me, the discovery and the surprise is all the time I meet something, do something new, and it's just incredible. I played this instrument about 15 years, and I don't stop to surprise me all the time.
Yeah. Wow. And you also dance, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a big mixture: dancing, singing, and drumming. This is something.
Yes,
belongs there.
it's something. It's a part of traditional way to live music and dance in traditional cultures. It's like a trinity, you know,
Yes.
dance, drums, and sing. Very often we can find the three things together in the south of Italy, and also in other countries like Portugal, as Rui told. So if, and now I dance less, but during my drums lesson in Brussels, first I explain the steps of the dance, and then I explain the rhythm, because I think that if you have the rhythm in the foot, you can play that, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, dance is like is complementary in the lessons, and to understand very well the rhythm. If you can dance, you can play.
If you cannot dance, you cannot play, right?
Yes, also, but it help a lot.
Yes, I understand. Well, I have the same approach. I think this is really something people, yes, some people, even they don't like a lot dancing. This is also,
Yes, sometimes just the step, or not some steps, or the energy in the body.
yeah,
There are a lot of dances of south of Italy where you have to have a completely connection with the ground. So if you feel that in your body, after, when you take the drum, you have another feeling. The feeling come from the ground, and not only in the hands or in the brain, it's in
yeah.
all the body, and you can understand better the feeling, the groove of some rhythms.
Yeah.
I think.
Nice. Wow, Emanuele, we could talk a lot. Maybe,
Yes, we have all the night. Don't worry.
Yes, all the night.
Children are sleeping. It's okay.
Yes.
I will take some wine or beer.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can maybe talk a little bit about your projects, about what you are planning now, and maybe what you're planning for the future. For example, Duo Nisia,
Yes.
I think it's one of your important projects, right?
Yes. Nisia is the main project I have in this moment. It's with Vincent Noiret, it's my partner in life and in the stage. For the moment, we are working on bal folk repertoire. With another musician, accordiονist, diatonic accordiονist. So for the moment, Nisia is a trio, and we are working about music for dancing. Not only the dances of the south of Italy, but also the north of Europe. You know, I don't know if in Germany there is the bal folk phenomena. In Belgium or in France, it's a big movements with bal. People are really enthusiastic to dance during the bal. So we have a repertoire little bit larger with some dances like from Bretagne, Andro, it's traditional dances of this part of France. Also jig, chapelloise, mazurka, something in couple also, Scottish. So it's very funny. So I'm so happy to play again to let dance people. It's completely another energy on the stage. You know, another yes. It's very different from concerts. You know, people are not there for just for see you and listen you, but also for dance. So there is, I don't know, like different freedom to play and give the pulsion, the rhythm for the dance. And also, yes.
Uli, she put the video link of this project in the YouTube.
Okay, perfect. So
if anyone is interested, you can copy the YouTube.
Perfect. Thank you, Uli.
You're welcome.
Big kiss.
And also you have a children project, right?
Yes. Now we are working about a piece, theatrical and musical piece for children, and we founded a company, Jeune Public. For theater for the young people, and now I'm so happy because the project is about frame drums, you know. So we are working really in this period. Is for next year. We the show will be okay just in 1 year.
Wow.
But
Freiburg with this project.
Yes, why not? Yes, it's very good idea. If you want, I can show you some picture.
Okay.
Some pictures. I will do a share screen. Okay. Yes, I will try. Okay. Tac. Okay, I have that here. Hopla. This is one picture. It's the idea is to do like and we are in the universe, you know. and there is two characters. Is like workers that have to make the universe. This is the idea, but they do a lot of mistake. And they begin to play like, and use the drums like toys, you know, and they forgot to create the universe and begin just to play and enjoy themselves with drums. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's the idea of this piece came from the form. First of all, the form of these drums and all the shadows you can do on and also play, but not only, you know, you can do a lot of things. There is a big drums also.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, you
Oh.
know, when I did some workshops with the children, I discovered that in the skin you can do a lot of very nice shadows.
Yeah.
And at the moment we want to do that really in a show, organic, you know, not only in workshops but also in with a history, and also we use the frame drums like puppets, you know.
Yes. So this is a concept for two people, right?
Yes, we are two on the stage
right?
with the Vincent, but there is a three person also, the technician, because he has an important rule in the piece, because he use mappings is like effects with lights, so it's very important that he is there. Yes, we have a lot of fun with this show. I hope we can show you, all of you, very, very soon, next year.
Oh, next year, definitely, yes, looking forward. Yeah, and also your Vincent, also he's so creative, it's unbelievable. So you are a very creative family, also your
yes, I think there are some also some special meeting, you know, in the life of a person. So there something like planets are in the good positions to do the right meetings and evolve in your life, help you to take your way and evolve and create, yes, to put in common the ideas and the creative energies.
Yes.
Yes, I'm lucky.
Yeah, Emanuela, I hope maybe we see again in summer at Tamburi Mundi. We are in touch.
Yes.
You come again to Freiburg, or we can meet online. We can see, but we are really looking forward to work with you again.
Yes,
See you
for
again.
me, it's really a big honor and pleasure to meet you, and to study also with you. So I'm sure we stay in contact next month.
Yes.
For sure.
And so it's very nice to talk with you. It's so great. But we have to finish somehow now.
Yes.
It's a pity, but
Yes, next time.
And so we would like to say thank you for making our talk possible in Palermo. I know it was not easy because it's not your house and everything. So thank you also to your, I think you are in the house of your sister.
Yes, yes.
Say hello to your sister and thank you.
Yes, thank you to you, thank you to you and Uli to organize these very, very important moments for continue to share the passion about frame drums. It's very, very important for all of us. Thank you to do that.
Thank you also. And so if you would like to stay on in the YouTube channel, maybe there are some people who would like to ask you maybe something.
Okay.
So you can stay there. And so from our side, we would like to say thanks for watching, to join our chat, to join our program. And we will see, not next week, as I said, we will see in 2 weeks, because next week is Eastern. And so we have vacation here in Germany, also in Brussels probably. And as a final, we have a video now again with Emanuela, so you can watch the video and maybe you can talk with Emanuela, and from Facebook for sure you can get in contact with Emanuela. Emanuela, thank you very much. Have a good night and baci baci.
Ciao, buona serata. Tanti baci a voi. Grazie.
Grazie.
A presto.
Vanno a mondo, vai da che vai da mondo, tutte le diavole vanno a mondo. A nome delle mie salvagne cristiane, a nome delle mie. Le scappici Manuel, le scappici catai, Giangianetta, le scappici catai, Giangianetta.
Basta che te ne la fresca fontana. mamma la rondinella, mamma la rondina. Lo chiuzzi mieli tu fanno l'amore, tu ti rirulla all'ero, tu ti rirulla là, tu ti rirulla all'ero, tu ti rirulla là, tu ti rirulla all'ero, tu ti rirulla. Ritorna me l'abbraccio io, lo ritorna me l'abbraccio io. Abbracciate, voglio abbracciare, abbracciate, voglio abbracciare. Chi c'ha le figlie belle la ritira, chi c'è la brutte le manne de fora, chi c'è la brutte le manne de fora. Se bene tu rupi o melograno, non la da tutti buona alla tua mano, non la da tutti buona alla tua mano. E mamma, mamma, le campane suona, i turchi sono arrivati alla marina, i turchi sono arrivati alla marina. E mamma, mamma, le campane suona, i turchi sono arrivati alla marina, i turchi sono arrivati alla marina. Thank you very much.